Hello and welcome. It is now time to honor the viewer requests. Over the year, it has been a few requests in the comments on genres to cover, and after summarizing these, I've come to a conclusion. And the most requested genre was actually 90s happy hardcore. Oh, the humanity. So it is time to create some happy hardcore on the Korg Volcas like it was the 90s. Let's go! First, let's define what is then happy hardcore. Happy hardcore is basically the crossover between hardcore techno and Eurodance. So you take the tempo, the synths and the drums from hardcore techno, and then you add super happy and cheesy melodies on top of that. And also some high-pitched vocals. Then you get happy hardcore. This kind of music was particularly popular in raves during the early and mid-90s. And it was also very connected to, well, how can I say this on YouTube? Some mind-enhancing stuff. It is then quite hard to say exactly what was the first happy hardcore track, but at least I know some tracks that were pretty early. Like for example the Adam and Eva project with the track Awa from 1992. And QFX with Feel for Your Love from 1993. A fun fact is that the people behind the Adam and Eva project later moved on and became the German Eurodance acts Real McCoy and Max. QFX was actually from Scotland, so they were more part of the UK happy hardcore scene, which was also quite large, even if the German scene would later come to be more dominant. So according to me, it was the German act Marusha that took the genre to the next level with the album Raveland from 1994. Then shortly after that, some other German acts came that brought additional commercial success to the genre, like for example Dune, Scooter and Blümchen. And they would really put happy hardcore on the music map for the 90s, which would be the golden years for this genre. But then in the late 90s, some new artists, especially from Denmark, they took happy hardcore and took the music to an even cheesier level. The music lost its street cred and more or less died overnight, to later be replaced instead by more underground techno and trance music at rave parties. But still, there were a lot of iconic happy hardcore tracks produced during the 90s. And I do believe that most EDM heads in secret really love these tracks and dance to these secretly when no one is around to judge. You know who you are. But with that said, now it is time to create some happy hardcore of our own. Let's go. And to get started, first I will need a catchy melody, and I will also need a cool piano loop. To create that, I will actually have to first go outside of the Volca universe. And I will use my MIDI keyboard to create the piano loop. I created a patch that simply layers a simple piano sound that sounds like this. And I layer that with a string sound that sounds like this. And if I play these together, they sound like this. And that is an excellent patch to create a piano loop. The chord progression I will play, it sounds like this. And when I record and quantize that in 120 beats per minute, it sounds like this. So the reason for me recording it in 120 beats per minute is because later I want to increase the tempo to 162 beats per minute, and by doing so I will increase the pitch of the vocals and the loops. And then what I want to achieve is basically that I have this pitch effect on my voice. So it will become much brighter, it will be a much higher pitch than I can actually sing. And then it will be like this chipmunk voices. And the chipmunk voice is basically what I want to achieve, because in happy hardcore you typically had these helium or chipmunk voices, which was a much higher pitch than in regular music.
Having a good time, playing the Volcas. It's a good time, it's a good time.
That's perfect. Doesn't have to be better than that. We're doing hardcore here anyway. And now I have exported this loop to my Volca Sample. And I took the piano part as one sample and the vocal as one sample. So I have them here now in my Volca Sample. First the piano loop. And the song as well.
I'm having a good time, I'm playing the Volcas. It's a good time, it is a good time.
I can now use the speed parameter here and change the speed of the sample, making it faster.
Having a good time, I'm
Playing the Volcas, it's a good time, it's a good time. I'm having a good time, I'm playing the Volcas, it's a good time, it is a good time.
And now together.
Having a good time, I'm playing the Volcas, it's a good time, it's a good time.
Okay, now we have the hook. Now we need also a breakbeat. And why not go with the classic breakbeat we have used before, the amen break. And now we can put all of these elements together. And then it sounds like this.
Having a good time, I'm playing the Volcas, it's a good time, it's a good time. I'm having a good time, I'm playing the Volcas, it's a good time, it is a good time.
Perfect! Now we are well on our way to make a happy hardcore track. But of course, we need some more components. Let's go on. And to create the kick drum, of course, we will use the Volca Kick. And here we want the kick sound that is very juicy, but maybe not as distorted as the hardcore techno. So let's add quite a lot of drive. And also increase the time a bit on the bender. Yeah, that's a quite nice juicy kick. And then we'll prepare some patterns. We will prepare a 4 to the floor pattern. And we need some fills as well. I will have one fill that is like this. And another one that's like this. And then I will have one pattern here, number 5, that is completely silent. So I can have that when I don't want any kick drum. And then I can play different drum patterns here to create a drum melody. I think that will do. Let's move on to the next instrument. And next I will create the bass line on the Volca Bass. And here I will keep it very simple. I will just select the single oscillator mode, which is function M1. And then I will make sure that this is a square wave. And then it sounds like this. And that is basically what I will use. I will add a bass on the backbeat like this. And I will need to create patterns for the different tones. I will have. I will keep these on different memory slots, so I can play like this. And together with the kick it sounds like this. Very nice. That is the bass. Let's move on to the Volca Keys. And for the Volca Keys we will do the simplest sound in the book, which is the super saw, and we'll play octave. So first we set it to unison mode, and then I add a bit of detune, and then it sounds like this. And then I will just play an octave like this. will add that on 4 different patterns, so it sounds like this. And that is the Volca Keys. And then of course we need some acid, and I will create that on the Volca Nubass. And then I will create the pattern and then I will add some slides here. And maybe some transposes as well. Maybe something like this. Perfect, that would be very cool. So I'm just gonna do a short test and see if I can get everything to work together. Let's see. Okay, perfect. With some practice, I definitely think I can make that work. But still one component is missing, and I think I know exactly who can help me with that. And this is also someone that has been requested to make a comeback. So, MC Modular, do you think you can help me to do some MCing on top of this track? Of course! You know I'm always here for you when you need help with your projects, Adam. Super, that's great, thanks a lot. Then now it is time to present the final track. Let's go!
It's a good time.
So that was it. I hope you enjoyed watching it just as much as I enjoyed recording it. But now it's the end of this episode. Hope to see you soon again, and until next time. Bye bye!
It's a good time, it's a good time, I'm having a good